pyramids and the mysterious codes of the universe. The numbers related to the circumference and height of the pyramid match. The radius of the Earth, the speed of light, the ratio of pi, phi. Is this a coincidence or intentional? The Great Pyramid of Giza stands as a silent sentinel guarding the mysteries of a civilization that flourished over 4,000 years ago. Its massive stones, rising in perfect geometric harmony from the desert sands, have inspired wonder for generations. Yet, beyond its imposing structure lies a deeper enigma, a series of mathematical relationships and numerical codes woven into its very dimensions, hinting at a profound understanding of the universe. Are these numeric alignments mere coincidence, or do they point to a deliberate design, a message left by ancient architects who possessed knowledge far ahead of their time? The pyramid's dimensions have been meticulously measured and analyzed by scholars, mathematicians, and enthusiasts alike. Some claim that encoded within the ratios and lengths are not just the secrets of Egyptian engineering, but universal constants, numbers that govern the fabric of reality itself. To unravel this mystery, let us embark on a journey through the numbers, tracing the lines from the pyramid stones to the cosmic codes that shape our world. First, consider the relationship between the pyramid and the Earth itself. The Great Pyramid's original height, before the loss of its capstone, was approximately 146.6 meters. Its base, nearly a perfect square, measured about 230.4 meters on each side. When scaled up, the ratio of the pyramid's perimeter to its height yields a number astonishingly close to 2 pi, the circle's circumference to diameter ratio. Specifically, the perimeter of the pyramid's base, multiplied by 43,200, equals the equatorial circumference of the Earth. Likewise, the height of the pyramid, multiplied by the same factor, approximates the polar radius of the Earth. This scaling factor, 43,200, is itself interesting. It is a whole number multiple of 108, a number with spiritual and mathematical significance in many cultures, and it is the number of seconds in 12 hours, or 1/2 of a day. Is it possible that the ancient Egyptians encoded the dimensions of our planet into the pyramid's stone, using a scale that would only make sense to a civilization able to circumnavigate the globe and measure it accurately? Moreover, the pyramid's alignment is uncannily precise. Its sides are oriented almost perfectly to the cardinal points, north, south, east, and west, deviating by just a fraction of a degree. Such accuracy would require knowledge of astronomy, the ability to track stars, and the movement of the Earth itself. Was this alignment simply a matter of ceremonial importance, or did it encode a deeper understanding of the planet's position within the cosmos? Next, consider the mysterious appearance of the speed of light, a universal constant measured in meters per second. The number is 299,792,458. Some have pointed out that the geographic latitude of the Great Pyramid, when expressed in decimal degrees, is 29.979245 degree N, an uncanny match to the speed of light. This strange coincidence has fueled speculation. Could the builders have known this fundamental constant, or is this simply an artifact of modern measurement systems and conventions? Let us examine the ratios that have fascinated mathematicians for centuries. Pi, the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, and phi, the golden ratio, which appears in the growth patterns of plants, the proportions of the human body, and the spiral arms of galaxies. In the Great Pyramid, the ratio of the perimeter of the base to the height is close to 2 pi, as mentioned before. This suggests that the pyramid could be seen as a square-based structure inscribed within a circle, a merging of the square and the circle, the terrestrial and the celestial. Further, the so-called face angle of the pyramid, the angle between the base and the slant height, is about 51.84 degrees. This angle produces a slope such that the ratio of the slant height to half the base is almost exactly the golden ratio, 1.618. The golden ratio is revered for its aesthetic and mathematical properties, appearing in everything from ancient art to modern architecture. It is as if the pyramid's builders intentionally encoded this ratio into the structure, embedding a universal constant into the very bones of the monument. But how could an ancient civilization, without the aid of modern mathematics or measuring devices, have achieved such precision? The tools available to the Egyptians, simple ropes, plumb bobs, and sighting rods, seem primitive compared to modern instruments. Yet the evidence is there in the stones, in the angles, in the measurements. Does this point to a lost science, a level of understanding that we have yet to fully comprehend? Some researchers propose that the pyramid was not merely a tomb or a memorial, but a kind of stone book, a repository of scientific knowledge. The deliberate use of mathematical constants, the alignment to the cardinal points, the proportions that mirror the planet itself, all suggest an intention to preserve knowledge for future generations. Perhaps the pyramid was meant as a message, a kind of cosmic time capsule, encoding the fundamental laws of the universe in stone. Yet skeptics urge caution. They point out that with so many numbers and measurements involved, coincidences are inevitable. Humans are pattern-seeking creatures, prone to finding significance where none exists. The conversion of ancient Egyptian units to modern meters and degrees involves assumptions and uncertainties. The latitude of the pyramid, for example, would have been meaningless to the builders, who did not use the metric system or decimal degrees. The matching digits may be nothing more than a serendipitous artifact of our modern conventions. Moreover, the dimensions of the pyramid have been altered by millennia of erosion, earthquakes, and the stripping away of casing stones. The numbers we use today are reconstructions, best estimates, not absolute certainties. Small changes in measurement can lead to large differences in the resulting ratios and calculations. Is it possible that we are projecting our own mathematical obsessions onto the stones of Giza? Nevertheless, the coincidences pile up. The pyramid's base, for example, is almost exactly 1/8 of a minute of latitude at the equator. The sum of the pyramid's 4 sides equals the number of days in a year when measured in ancient Egyptian cubits. The height of the pyramid, when multiplied by a certain factor, yields the distance from the Earth to the Sun. Are these all products of chance, or do they point to an underlying order, a code embedded in the heart of the monument? Some have suggested that the builders possessed a form of sacred geometry, a system of knowledge that united mathematics, astronomy, and spirituality. In this view, the pyramid was not just a physical structure, but a symbol, a representation of the cosmos itself. The square base represents the Earth, the 4 corners pointing to the cardinal directions. The apex, rising to the sky, symbolizes the connection to the heavens. The pyramid's proportions mirror the cycles of the sun and stars, embodying the harmony of the universe. In ancient Egyptian mythology, the pyramid was associated with the primeval mound, the first land to emerge from the chaos of the primordial waters. It was a place of creation, of order arising from disorder. The king, buried within the pyramid, was believed to ascend to the stars, joining the gods in the eternal cycle of life and death. The very shape of the pyramid, pointing upwards, was a ladder to the heavens. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the pyramid's design is its ability to encapsulate so many mathematical relationships within a single structure. The ancient builders may not have known the speed of light or the precise dimensions of the Earth, but they clearly possessed a remarkable understanding of geometry and proportion. The pyramid is a testament to the power of human ingenuity, the ability to transcend the limitations of time and culture and speak to future generations through the language of mathematics. Yet the mystery endures. Was the encoding of mathematical constants into the pyramid's design intentional, or is it the result of chance, the inevitable outcome of building a large, precisely measured structure? Could the ancient Egyptians have known secrets about the universe that we are only now beginning to rediscover? There are those who argue that the pyramid is evidence of lost civilizations, ancient visitors, or advanced technologies. These ideas, while captivating, remain speculative, unsupported by direct evidence. The tools and techniques used by the Egyptians have been painstakingly reconstructed by archaeologists, demonstrating that the pyramid could indeed have been built with the resources available at the time. Yet the allure of the unknown persists. The pyramid remains a symbol, a gateway to the mysteries of the past, a beacon calling us to seek answers, to question, to explore. Its stones whisper of secrets yet untold, of codes waiting to be deciphered. In the end, the question remains: is the alignment of the pyramid's dimensions with the constants of the universe coincidence or intention? Perhaps it is both. Perhaps the act of building, of striving for perfection, inevitably leads to the discovery of deeper truths. The pyramid, in its grandeur and precision, reminds us that the quest for knowledge is timeless, that the search for meaning is what unites us across the ages. As we stand in awe of the Great Pyramid, we are connected to those who came before us, builders, dreamers, seekers of wisdom. Their legacy endures not just in stone, but in the mysteries that inspire us to look beyond the surface, to seek the codes that shape our world, to ask the questions that propel us ever forward on the journey of discovery. The pyramid beckons us to imagine a world where science, art, and spirituality were united, a world where the act of building was also an act of revelation. Whether the codes it contains are the product of conscious design or cosmic coincidence, they remind us that the universe is a place of wonder, that the search for understanding is itself a sacred journey. In contemplating the Great Pyramid and its mysterious codes, we are reminded that the greatest monuments are not just those we build in stone, but those we construct in the mind. The questions we ask, the patterns we seek, the meaning we create. The pyramid stands as both a riddle and a guide, pointing us toward the infinite, inviting us to become seekers in our own right, to decode the mysteries of the universe, one question at a time.